I'm Leroy from Tri-State Home Inspections. As you previously heard in the first segment, I'm a certified home inspector. I work for Tri-State Home Inspections, and just wanted to start a little series to let you know what exactly a home inspection will do for you. Well, to start with here, I have a few of the tools that I will be using when I do a home inspection. Obviously, you got the normal. I have screwdrivers. Got a little mirror, which just comes in very handy. It gets used a lot during the inspection. All the tight little crevices around the home. Electrical tester. Check for live wires. I also have a little light that I use to put on my hat when I get in the crawl spaces. A lot of times they're not lit up or the bulbs are burnt out, so this light comes in very handy for me then. Another tool I use, it's an infrared thermometer. It works really good. Basically, you just squeeze the trigger point and it'll tell me the temperature of that point. I use it a lot with my HVAC inspections. General tape measure. I have a humidity and temperature gauge that I use. This comes in very handy when I do my environmental inspections. It'll give me the relative humidity of the home, the indoor-outdoor temperature. So, well, another important piece of equipment I use is just a regular electrical tester. This will tell me if that electrical outlet is wired up correctly. It'll also tell me if it has an open ground and open neutral. If the wiring's reversed in there, it also tests any of the ground fault circuits in the home. It's probably one of my most used tools. This gets used in every room, especially in older homes that are rewired, because a lot of times they will forget to pull new wires, so they only have 2 wires going to a 3-prong outlet, which would make it an improperly grounded outlet, which gets posted in the report. Flashlight, that's another basic one. I usually keep extra batteries as well as an extra flashlight at all my inspections. A pocket knife comes in very handy, say if someone wants to check their paint for lead. I usually can find on top of a door or somewhere that's not seen, take a sample of the paint to send into the lab if they would like to know if the paint has lead in it. And another very important item is a camera, digital camera. I use a Canon 8-megapixel camera. It does a wonderful job for me. It takes lots of pictures during inspection. Usually during a normal inspection I take anywhere from 50 to 100 pictures. And since those are my most important tools that I use in my inspection, I have a tool pouch that I carry with me the whole time. And now I'm going to get out a few of the other specialized tools I use. Just give me 1 second, please. Well, here's a few more of the tools I use. I use a multimeter quite often, especially if I want to check the voltage going to the furnace or voltage going to an outlet, make sure everything's working properly. And here I have a moisture meter. This will give me readings in drywall, wood, laminate flooring, whatever. Tells me if there's any moisture in the wood. Especially, that's a very important thing when I get into mold, is moisture. And I also have a gauge that'll give me the pressure of the water in the house. Usually you want 40 to 80 pounds of water pressure. City Decorah, there's places in town that can run about 110 pounds. And if that's the case, you're going to want to regulate the water down. And this here will help me determine the pressure in your house. I also have right here, this is a gas detector. It senses carbon monoxide, natural gas, propane, pretty much any gas that would be located in a home. This will detect it and show me if there's a leak anywhere in the house. I also have this here. I don't know if you could see that. This is a microwave tester. So if you have a built-in microwave that's staying with the home, and you want to know it works, all I have to do is put this in there, and this will tell me if the microwave is working. And I also have just a plain meat thermometer. This here I use to help me take the temperature rise and temperature fall for the heating and ventilating equipment in the home. And I also have just something as basic as jumper cables. That's the jumper, the HVAC equipment to get it to work without having to run upstairs. Hang on for 1 second, I'm going to grab some more equipment. I also use is a little camera that can view any object get up inside there. I use this quite a bit on chimney flues and stuff. So if I need to get up in there and see what I'm looking at, this comes with a light, and it works pretty slick to be able to give me a view of everything that's in a tight confined area. I've even used it getting in the wall cavities to check for mold to see if there's anything growing in there. So that's what this is. I also, for my work, I usually bring along, I have a little Dell mini computer that I bring along. That way it can help me to look up my reports a little bit quicker. I also use it to type all my reports up on so I can bring them with me easily. And then anytime someone has a phone call, and I'd like to say I have the greatest memory in the world, but when you've done like 20 inspections, and the second inspection that I did for the month, they call me up and they have a question, it's easy to get confused with all the homes. So it's nice to have this computer with me. I pop up the client's name, it gives me all the information I took. That way I can give accurate answers.